Well, I've been drunk while doing it, so
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I mean, as an album name or an EP name, it sounds alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a really awesome idea. Did you have any ideas, Dave? That you...
Well, Drunken
one day.
Mistake is the name of the band I've never actually ever formed in my head.
Well, like a sort
And
of-
we've all formed bands in his head. Anybody that says they've never formed a band in their head is an absolute liar. You know.
Because we've all got like, minds that we can just sort of think.
Yeah, you sat at home and you're forming your band headlining Wembley. Drunken Mistake was the name of my band.
Oh.
I've never actually formed it, but it still might. Calling the Clan of Anarchy EP Drunken Mistake, maybe. I mean,
What about calling the EP the Toast of Anarchy?
Oh
well,
no,
that was the a silly moment because we were basically putting toast on everything.
Beast had an idea. He's like, why don't we just call it Toast? And what I did that night, I went home and I made some toast, and what I did is I made the Anarchy logo actually out of toast. Facebook, I mean, it's like a piece of toast, but I cut ham out and put it like in the shape of the Anarchy logo. Put it on the grill, and when it was done, like everywhere but the Anarchy logo was toast.
Was you could imagine that being the album art or something for the album.
Yeah.
Like,
It was just something fucking about.
I mean,
with the EP,
sometimes when you're thinking up EP or whatever, album titles, song titles, you just come up with silly ones.
like Toast of Anarchy.
The
You're not
Toast
happy.
of Anarchy.
Yeah.
I mean,
You're not
because there's
happy.
that many anagrams, anarchy bands, anarchy television shows.
Yeah, everything's anarchy nowadays, and the thing with our band was it wasn't. Everybody uses the word anarchy when 80% of it has fuck all to do with anarchy.
Most of them don't know what anarchy means.
Really?
Yeah.
So they just have no idea about anarchy.
I mean we're punk, so we fit in with the whole anarchist,
Distracting.
Yeah.
destroy everything.
I mean, that's the one thing since Martin, when he left, we kind of went straight punk without even knowing we went straight punk.
I think we
The
were.
whole idea was meant to be a metal band, and we
Well,
kind of
like a doom metal band though.
Yeah, mine thought that's what he signed up for. We started off heavy, and
Yeah.
most of our stuff was heavy, and some of the stuff hasn't been toned down a bit, but it's still heavy.
It's still heavy, but we're still more punk.
But we've thrown a lot of punk stuff. I mean, even our really heavy stuff sound punk, and we don't even know how the fuck you get that.
We have double kick and we still sound punk.
Because the thing we were speaking about earlier was with the EP was that you were thinking with regards to your recording, you were saying that you might be able to get the 5 songs done from the EP at the next recording. Do you
Well,
think?
one's already done. There's that Relief off our back. We've already got one recorded.
So that'd be
Which
4.
me and Joel did at college, so.
So, but what about doing is it any cover numbers for recording, like the break stuff and the
Well, the thing is, with the EP, we don't want to be. Oh shit.
We just want people
Drunken-
to get what we've written for the first time.
I mean, with the. We do,
Album maybe.
we do 4 covers. And I mean, with those 4 covers, most of it's just live stuff. I mean, we prefer. I mean, if you hear someone cover a song on a tape, you think, meh. If they do it live, it's like, oh, I know that song. When
Yeah.
they're doing it, and I
It's
mean,
mainly just for the audience. We have all original.
apart from bake stuff, that's.
I
gonna
mean,
be
bake
funny.
stuff is a spoof.
what about your Eat,
What am I
Sleep
doing?
and Rave Repeat? Sorry. And
Oh,
that
that's a Mickey
fuck,
tape.
drink, mosh, repeat, whatever someone calls it.
We basically change lyrics every time we do it, even in rehearsal.
is that? Are you going to record that number on the EP, or is it?
No.
Gonna,
That's
no.
never ever
That's
gonna get recorded.
never going to be recorded
Unless it's on a live album by accident.
Either that or we figure out what the hell we're actually fucking doing with it.
What
Yeah,
about,
we just make it up as
so
we go along.
which songs would you say you want on the EP at the
We've
moment?
already decided. Hang on, where's me bag? Where's me bag?
He's got the list.
She's got the
Well,
list. Because
I
you,
know
smart
we've
enough
got-
to get this done.
you mentioned you
I
wanted
know we've got
Tormented.
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 Alright,
It's definitely Tormented's on it. Definitely Entertain You.
So you don't want break stuff.
I don't have the list, but I can tell you.
You
which
don't.
ones
You
it
don't.
is,
You
'cause I'm
don't want.
smart enough to remember.
You don't want Blitzkrieg Bop or.
See, with this was what we were talking about. We spent most of our time Monday not actually playing. And when we did, we were on form, like. But
Oh, we fired as tight as we, but you know, it was good as session.
I mean, we're normally like, we get something wrong every now and then, but I mean, we Monday, we were hitting it like that.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. So I guess you're gearing up for the 2 gigs you've got coming up.
I mean, I don't
Yeah.
think anyone else has noticed, apart from Dave on the odd occasion. I'll look at us and go, what the fuck we're doing? Like, no one's really paid any attention to the set list, have we?
No.
We haven't looked at it in
'Cause
over
you were
2 weeks.
Because Dave was saying earlier that with the songs, when you play the gigs, you want to sort of have a new type of set list every gig. You don't want to be using the same.
Yeah.
We do kind of. It gets.
Well,
I mean,
what
when
we
we
do
rehearse,
is-
we rehearse it in a set order so that we know 2 songs will go together, 2 songs will go together, 2 songs will go together. So that's how we do it, and we whack it out in a set order. But live, it kind of like goes, oh, we're doing Trailer Hall now, or
Just
whatever.
I see that every gig there's like a different sort of type of performance.
Yeah.
It's not the same. You feel like it's different.
We've
every
only
gig.
played 1 gig so far, and the second gig it will be a different set list, and the third gig will be a different set list.
Do you have like beginning and end songs? as a
Yeah.
gig?
Oh, yeah. On our
Entertaining.
first gig was Tormenting.
No,
no.
first gig was
Temple Falls.
Temple Falls.
It began with a T, and we ended on Fuck, Drink, Mosh, Repeat because we were going to end on Dracula, but then we all had this stupid, crazy idea to do a fuck
An hour, and it was the night before, wasn't it, more or less?
a week
The week
before, it
before.
was the Monday before.
And we'd
the
never
gig.
really rehearsed it, and we had it with 2 microphones, and we thought we'll use 2 microphones, and only 1 worked. And Joel ended up jumping off stage, and my abiding memory is him going, "Will you bloody shut up, Joel?"
No.
No. During gig, I was like, Joel, you take the fucking mic.
And he won. So we just ended it, kind of like that.
But I mean, it was like with the gig, we had fun doing it, and we ended on that and started on that. But with this one, I think we've took more into thinking how we're gonna do it. Like we open with Entertain You, that's going on the EP,
Cool.
which is kind of the whole, basically, Dave writing a song to take the blatant piss out of the songs I write.
Mainly because
explain a bit more about that song.
What happened was, every time he comes in, it's about murder, about going around raping people, about slaughtering people, and I wrote a song. We sing songs about murder, we sing songs about death, standing on your foot, and it was a happy, joyous, Mickey Take song that I think I heard when I was drunk one night when I was about 18 years old, and it stuck in my head. I don't know if it's a cover version, I don't know if it's original, it's just there.
So do you think that Clan of Anarchy are a band that sort of do use a bit of humour in their stuff? Like
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if we fail as
If it was for humour.
musicians, if we fail as musicians, we're going on as comedians.
You've got to...
Either way, one of it will
But,
work.
I mean, one of my hero bands is Spinal Tap, the other one's Lawnmower Death, none of them are straight-laced, even Frank Zappa.
Or Twisted Sister.
Or Twisted Sister. They've all got a sense of humour in them. Without a sense of humour, you might as well just be Coldplay.
Yeah, that's...
And then there's just no need to be a musician because you're boring. You know.
The thing is, we don't just.
We'd rather
have
entertain.
fun.
We'd rather be called trap, but we enjoyed it.
sort of entertaining band.
Yeah, we'd rather somebody come round and say, God, you guys are awful, but we didn't half have a laugh.
I mean,
That is,
with Entertain You, I think the main bit of the chorus is "We're here to entertain you," and which is the whole point of the song. And
Yeah,
I mean,
the
when
whole
we
point.
brought that in, that was funny when we wrote it one week and we didn't have enough time to do anything with it. We were like, oh, we'll work on it on Thursday. So when Thursday came, I had this riff for it stuck in my head. I started playing it and everyone like, it doesn't sound right. And then I went, you know what, I might as well just play fucking this. Started playing a riff to it. I says, you know what, you're all taking piss out of the way I play.
no.
You're all saying that you know it's terrible. Like, no, we're not saying that. It sounds alright. I'm like, no, I might as well play this. And they're all like, actually, that sounds good. Apart from that's out of tune now. But it's like, that sounds good, does that? And I'm like, you're fucking kidding. No.
Yeah.
Go through it.
It sounds good. So.
Keep you in sort of synchronicity as a band, like you've got the kind of, you know the timing and the structure of things, and you've got those guys.
Well, it's like, on our own, it's like, if we were told each individual member to go and play a bit, like a full song all the way through, we'd all get lost about halfway through. Except Joel, we'd all get lost halfway through, because Joel knows what he's doing anyway.
So with the recording of the EP though, is it going to be a case of you're just going to, as I was speaking to you earlier, Dave, is it just going to be a case of when you just record it, it's just going to be very sort of garage band, sort of quite natural, you're not going to spend a lot of time sort of doing a lot of sort of, you know, layering of guitars, you're just going to sort of bash through the material quite quickly.
For the EP, we're just going to go straight into it, you know, garage funk, you know,
kind of
garage stuff.
What kind of bash through the material? Presumably with that you could maybe get the whole EP recorded, presumably in the
exactly. But whereas when it comes to further down, I don't have my thick ass notebook on me. But we've got like 19, 20 songs to record if we throw in covers to record for like an actual album. And the thing is, some of them songs when it comes to recording will have laid guitars over because obviously Martin's not here, so he can't fill in. Like in Goat Fucker needs its laid guitars, and there's a couple of songs that we can revisit, like Barney and Sonic. But with this EP, Entertain You, Curse of a Generation, Tormented, what was the other one? I think
Trailer.
Yeah, Trailer Ho and Remembrance, which is on Remembrance has been recorded. But with this, it's a different aspect to it, because our aspect to recording wasn't. I mean, in January we all said, yeah, let's record, and then when it came,
we weren't ready.
When it came to January, I was like, Tony said, not being funny, but I don't want you to waste your money. And to be honest, that kind of was a shoot down because I was excited for it. And personally, I thought I was ready. I wasn't. I'll admit now, I'm fucking mindless then. But I thought I was ready, and I thought I'm not going to mention it again, you know. And then as time got on, it got closer to this gig we're doing, and we're like, that's sounding tighter every time we do it. And we did Tormenting, and every week the same thing, but you know that's the best we've done, you know that's the best we've done. And I thought, you know what, how about recording it? And then as the whole band, it was originally going to maybe record Tormented, we might not get time for the rest of it. But someone said you might not get time because, I mean, it takes us 6 hours to record one song, but they do fucking synthing and double guitar layers and...
A bit like, sort of like Dave was saying earlier, a bit like Genesis, where it's there's so much sort of huge, big-ass production value.
Yeah.
Whereas
like Francis Sinatra's in the fucking room and you're recording it piece by piece.
Yeah, sort of like layering sort of like segment by segment where and that could be something, as you say, where it could take like 10 hours for one song.
As I say, the nearest we'll get to that is maybe the three of us will be recording the music and then Joel do the lyrics separate.
Yeah.
That's about the nearest we might get. But then again, we might record it all in one go if we can get the sound right.
And I mean,
if we can't, we'll just record it.
When we're getting to recording the album, where we'll record it as a band and I'll play rhythm, and then we just hook my guitar up and nothing else, and we record it as a band again, but I do lead, and then we'll go for it. But that, I mean, we're not going to spend like 20 guitar parts laid over it. I mean, it's only going to be put in when it's needed.
Yeah. Simpler the better.
The only effects we're going to add is
I've got
The
a
one-
Shakespearean actor if he'll come down for the recording session to introduce us for the EP.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That'd be awesome. What sort of saying welcome to Clanavana?
Something along the line of ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and other creatures.
Other
welcome to the
creatures,
Clan
yeah.
Around Kit.
Other crazy man.
If you are of a nervous disposition, run.